Hello again, YouTube. LASIK Cards Collectibles here. Got 22 card order. I just got back from PSA today. Did pretty well. One surprise, couple disappointments is kind of the way it goes. But if you watch any of my other PSA videos and kind of my strategy with putting the PSA, you know that I made a couple small errors. So FedEx showed up today. Because this is all ultra modern. This is from the time I sent it to the time I got it back was less than a month. In fact, it might have been even closer to 3 weeks. So do have another order in. It's 33 cards. There is some, not vintage, but some 80s and 90s cards in there. So it's probably gonna take a little bit longer to get graded. So it's in the grading process. Has been for about a week. But we're gonna talk about that just a little bit. But we're not gonna mess around too much here. I already know what the grades are, so we're just gonna get into it and not gonna hold back. Okay. No tape. All right, we're good. I'm assuming no upcharges, right? So I got charged. I think it was like 418. I don't say 418. I think it's 468, but whatever. I don't remember exactly. I think there's only probably gonna be a couple cards in here. Yeah, only one. That kind of sucks for them, right? Whole box for one card. Get some free packing material. And these PSA boxes are great for shipping cards in. This one actually a good piece of tape. No tape. Last time there was so much stuff on these boxes I couldn't even. Took me longer. It took me like 20 minutes to open them. It's just the back. So yeah, this is the back. So I'll go ahead and slide them out this way. So this was a bulk order, obviously. Put in some Bobby Witts Juniors. If you watch my last video, kind of explaining my mentality here, going back and looking at this, there was probably 3 or 4 of these cards I shouldn't even have submitted because I did get lucky with one of them, got a 10. I don't know if I got lucky or what. Just sometimes I don't understand PSA. It almost looks like I'm missing cards here. Is this 20 cards? That's 21 cards. All right, we'll go ahead and start. This Julio's got the little thicker case there, huh? All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the Julio. This was still going for 50 bucks when I sent it in. This card won't be 50 bucks. Mint 9. I didn't get anything less than a 9. So, it is what it is. If you're jamming up more than 50% of what you send in, I think you're doing a pretty good job. So, not sure what the deal was here. I mean, just some of these cards, I'm like, this thing was super clean, no print lines. It could have been centering because it's hard to tell on these Bowman cards. Maybe it could have been centering. It wasn't any of the corners. The back centering's a little bit off, but the back centering almost doesn't even matter. I mean, they'll let you get 75, 25 on the back centering. This one, I don't know. I sent in 2 of these. Very disappointed because then there's no white. I mean, these cards are hard. Just because there's any white, you're gonna see it. None of the corners are ding. Edges were good. Centering was phenomenal. I mean, I sent 2 of them in. I don't know. These are the ones that mind boggled me because I knew these would be hard to gem. These are hard to gem. I got lucky. I bought 2 of these and I just figured, I wasn't gonna be able to send them in. That's fine. Just keep them for the PC because you're buying stuff on eBay, and you're trying to send it into PSA. That's just not the best strategy in the world. But I mean, the back centering's great. Corners are good. I don't know. That's another one of these things I just don't know. And there's a couple of these I'm like, got a 10. I'm like, there was a small chance I was going to get a 10 on them. And I know a 9 was, likely. I mean, I don't know. These are very sought after for what you spend on. I mean, I bought 2 of them. I think one I bought for 20 and raw and 25 raw respectively. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm probably actually gonna lose a little bit of money on those cards as a 9. I'll probably keep one just to keep it for PC and then sell the other one. But I did all right. I mean, the couple cards I needed to 10. I don't know. I saw one of these sold for like $100. I think it's the only one I saw at any comps on. All beautiful card. I mean, I don't know what it is. Just as far as just coolness of cards, it's right up there. Beautiful foil. I mean, Shohei Ohtani. So you know it's gonna sell. I mean, this was one of the cards I was gonna sell. I might end up keeping this pending on. This one I was worried about. Because it looked clean when I sent it in, and then you know how they take pictures and kind of show you a first look. It looked like it was scratched to all, I don't know. But anything with Julio's name on will sell. These are going for like $50-$60 when I sent them in, so really thought this had a good chance of tinning. In fact, I didn't see anything wrong with it. No surface, no any surfaces, y'all. No one little tiny little blemish, no scratches, no print lines. Centering's kind of hard to tell on these cards, and also there's black on them, so you got to watch that too. But, man, this thing was clean. Good to go on that. This one was the Stephen Kwan SP. Centering was good. No surface issues that I could tell. No dings in the corners. And really with edges on white cards, it's really hard to see. I mean, I know these aren't going for a terrible amount. I mean, I think the one I saw was like the only one I saw that sold recently went for $80. So, or right around that. I mean, if it doesn't go for at least 60 or so, it's not even, if you're looking for like ultra modern cards, I mean, just my personal opinion, that's just kind of where I drop it off because, you know, if you 9 it, you're going to be lucky to get your money back. If you, like this, I pulled this card, so there's no other money invested in this card except for the $19 grading fee. So anything else is just lost money until it gets to this point, plus the shipping. So it costs me about $20 in whatever percentage of the product that I open. If you open any of this product, you know it was a really great retail product. But yeah, we're gonna put him up to sell him. Love the SPs. It's another Julio here. I sent 2 of these in. One of them had one tiny little service issue, and I think that probably cost me. These are still going for around the $60, $70 mark when I sent them in. This is the variation from the complete set. Got 10 on this one. So, looking pretty good. Another Julio to sell. I mean, none of these cards are like crazy cards. These are basically, I pulled most of these and about the sets there. This Julio card basically just pays for the set. That's kind of the way it works. I have the Bobbies too. I haven't sent those in yet. Might do it. The 87 Julio, love the way it looks. There's good centering, obviously. Corners look good, and this is really easy to tell if there's any whitening because just because of the darker borders and everything, even on the back. Centering on the back was good. Another good looking card. Now these cards, I did send a couple fields in. These cards, man, these cards have a really high gem rate if you look at them because the canvas is just looks good. I mean, I don't know. This thing was perfectly centered. No corner issues. I mean, this one got a 10, obviously. That'll be PC. Probably gonna. Yeah, these are all selling here. This is my sell pile. So this is I think $418 for the submission. I think is what it was. And a couple of these cards are gonna get my money back. That Kwan and Ohtani we're gonna go up, so they'll probably sell pretty easy. I got a 9 here. So I don't understand sometimes. I mean, I'm no professional here. I've sent in several hundred cards here and done really well, but that's just because I, constantly re-look over the cards. This centering might be off a little bit left or right here, but even that, I mean, geez, it's just card is perfect otherwise, and that's way better than 60-40 centering. So maybe I don't know how I didn't notice that left or right centering. It's off a little bit, but. I mean, that's something I'm going to talk about here with a couple of the other cards. I don't know how I did not notice that was off a little bit. That's probably where they got me. But it's still better than 60-40, so something else had to be an issue. Here's another Justin Fields card. I've sent like 3 or 4 of these. I bought a lot from a gentleman. Oh, man, when you shouldn't have been buying any Justin Fields cards or any cards for that matter when the boom was up. But I bought a lot for like around $250. Ended up having 4 of these in the lot. He only showed 1 in the picture, but ended up sending me 3 more, and like some Mac Jones, like 4 or 5 Mac Jones cards, like elite cards that were selling at the time for like $25-$30, just as like bonus cards. He ended up selling me more in bonus cards, and I actually almost ended up paying for the whole lot. I got a Justin Fields out of 500, Donruss foil. I got his out of 100 portrait studio. I got Yeah, so anyways, I got 4 of these from this gentleman. I'm only supposed to get 1, and they all gem minted, every one of them. They look good. I just sold one of these for 125 bucks. So probably going to hold on to this till I go to Nationals, which I've already got my hotels room booked. Just need to go. I'm probably going to go to the actual show on Saturday because I'm bringing my family with me, so I got to, you know, do stuff with the children and stuff. But anyways, beautiful card. Love these certified cards. Once again, centering's hard to kind of tell because there's no borders here, but you know, you can kind of look here. You know, it's too, that's kind of, if you know anything of these shields or like mosaic, you can kind of tell, you know, if it's too close to the edge or not. But good looking card. Love these cards. Here's the other Julio. This one, I don't know. Centering's 55-45, left to right. I remember that. I don't know anything else. You know, back centering almost better than 75-25 in quality, but this is back centering's really good. No corner issues, and with white cards, it's really hard to tell edges. You know, you gotta look them. I look under magnification. I thought both these Julios are gonna gem, but you know, it just is what it is. I mean, they look the same to me. I mean, maybe they're getting a little more stringent on centering. I don't know. This card was one I needed to gem up. I mean, as you can tell, centering's perfect. Even back centering's good. Is good enough. I mean, back centering's good. Normally, they had real issues with back centering on these prisms from this year. There are no print lines. There was one tiny little surface issue on this card. That was going to make it. It's either going to be 9 or 10 based on that surface issue. And it's really hard. It was really hard to see. It's like a, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch, like mini little print line, and it's kind of in the black, so it's hard. You can't even see it through the case. So maybe that's why they hooked me up. Now, if you know anything about this card, 4 or 5 months ago, this is like a $400 card. Last I looked before I sent it in, it was going for just above 200. I wouldn't be surprised if it was going for 150 now. So I need to list it and get rid of it before it goes down anymore. That's another thing about the market. I just got to pay attention to the market, man. The market is, it just keeps, I don't know. Basketball especially. This card. This is one I violated my one of my rules of thumb. I don't send any ultra modern cards. I don't send in 60-40 for a card like this. As you know, this guy's very highly touted, doing well. Start off the bat. You can tell left to right centering's off. It is a little bit better than 60-40 because I have a centering tool. Top to bottom was fine. But this was a $300 card, and as centering was like this, and I was sending it in, a PSA 9 is really going to help. It's going to help the value, and you're only spending $19 for the update. This card, going from a 10 to a 9, is going to crush the value, and I should have never sent this card in. I mean, it got a 9. I don't know. I'm probably going to lift it for. I pulled this card. I pulled most of these cards, but I pulled that Jalen Green too. But probably going to list it for $20-25 and pray we can get somebody to buy it. And it's a beautiful card. This blue here. See, that's crazy. The Bobby Woods are that both of them are centered, both perfectly centered, no white. Gets a 9. This one gets a 9, and it's way and it's off center. So, I mean, it's even off center on the back. But like I said, back doesn't matter too much. It's got to be 75-25. Maybe that's why I got a hit. I was hit on the back. I don't know. Because right away it says a 9 centering. So you got to have everything else has got to be perfect for it to be a 10. All right. Jeremy Pena purple. I figured this probably, I didn't even look to see, honestly, what the comps were going for this card before I sent it in. Wasn't really worried about it because I might just hold on to it. If you opened any of this stuff, you know there's terrible QC issues here, surface problems. I mean, I got a whole stack of cards from several of the stuff I opened. I just need to send in to get replaced. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. I got a Bryson Stott I need to send in for sure. Out of $299, it's got surface issues. That you can't send in cards at tops unless it's worse off than what they would consider a PSA 8. I opened up a box of 2022 Bowman Light, and like every numbered card I got was destroyed. Like PSA just destroyed. It was just, so I got to send a bunch of cards in. But centering was good here. It was 55-45. Top to bottom was good. These cards, I mean, I don't know how many of these could possibly be gemmed up. There's like every time I got a decent card out of this stuff, it was dinged something. Centering was trash. Or just serious surface issues. But this one gemmed up. And so it's great. Love the way they look. I just bought a Bobby Whip. I just got it for like $50, and people are buying it for like $200. I don't know. It's just why I don't auction my cards, especially glory cards. Man, you can just take it in the behind. All right, Bobby Wood Jr. Okay, this card was clean. No, centering to me looked pretty good. I don't know where I went wrong here. Corners are good. Edges were good. Everything's good on this card. Now, you can't tell. I don't know if this is the defect with the... I think what got me is there's something going on here in the middle. You can't really tell. You can't really tell there's anything going on there. But it's like a break. I don't know. It's like a break in the atomic. And it's... I don't know how I really explain it. It's not a print line, but there's like a break in the... And it goes right across his belly here, and where the atomics just go all the way across the card, like breaks, and the pattern starts over. I don't know if that's where they hit me. I mean, I was curious on how that was going to go. I mean, it's got a 9, and I'm pretty sure I just won a PSA 10 for like $40 because I just won it. My max bid was $47.77. So this card probably going to be $20. I bought it raw for $22, so I'm probably going to lose a little bit of money on this one, but the Jalen, it's all right. Is what it is. Another one of these, I don't know what, is off a little bit left or right. Still, it was 55-45, a measuring tool. Top to bottom is about the same. I mean, I measure all these. I mean, I guess there must be a little bit more here than just the centering knock, because the corners are good. Back centering's good. Corners are all good. Man, I look at these methodically. I really want one of these in a PSA 10. In fact, I should probably get one now for save myself $22 sending these in, because the time I was looking at these and I bought these, they're going like $150. They're probably going for under 100 now. So probably should just waited to buy the PSA 10. But this is my only card I'm keeping. This is all just stuff I'm going to sell. Try to get my moolah back. Another Bobby Wood Jr. And this is funny. I sent in 3 of these. I said that was a Bowman's Best, wasn't it? Okay. I sent in 2 Topps Finest here. I bought this rose gold, I think $63. And I mean, I wasn't buying it to try to send it into PSA, but after I just wanted, I didn't think I was going to win it at that point in time at that price. So I got it. I was like, yeah, the surface is clean, has a couple very, very faint print lines, in which in the past, I don't think they really hammer you too hard on them, because you got to like tilt the card a certain angle to catch them. This is a rose gold out of 75. Back centering's good. I mean, I don't know where I got hit on this card. I don't know. Probably not going to make my money back on this card either. It is what it is. Probably just keep it for the PC. This is probably going to be a PC card anyways. We'll kind of look. Probably not a whole lot of these up for sale right now. And I mean, every time I look at buying baseball cards, I buy one, and then 2 weeks later it's down 20%. I mean, it's even when I think I'm getting it at a good price at a good auction, man, I don't know, just got a Bobby Witt Bowman, his Bowman rookie, Sapphire rookie, just won that thing for like $60. And then I got one in auction. I won like a month ago, and I'm gonna tell you, I mean, it was a little over 100. I mean, like, jeez. So watch what you're doing. You need with research. Sometimes it doesn't matter. You have no control over the market. It can be fickle. This is a beautiful card. Just sucks that it 9'd. Now this is the only one of these. I sent 2 of these in. I was worried about this one a little bit because it has some issues on the back. Front was clean. No faint print lines. No nothing. Beautiful card. Love the blue on blue match. It had a little. You can see it right there. You can see it right in the camera. Had a little bit going on in the back, and I was like, well, how are they going to hit me on this? Are they going to hit me on it or not? Because you can see it right there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's right there. Laying the card flat, you can't see. It's a little bit of an indentation, but I was wondering how they'd hit me on the back. And they didn't hit it. I mean, the front was super clean. I mean, maybe the surface got a 9 because of the back. But this thing was super clean, which is surprising because I keep telling people that I don't like to buy from big consigners, so they just list all the conditions as excellent, and then you can get it, and then if it is got any problems, you can't send it back because it was in excellent condition. I just don't buy from them anymore. unless it's a graded card. I don't want. I'm tired of having can't send stuff back yet. It's like a pulling teeth. But this is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. I think I won it in auction for like 53, probably going for low 100s right now. It might even be going for lower than that. I don't know. I didn't care. This is PC card. Gotta love the blue on blue. And the hardest working man in baseball might be the best catcher in baseball, and it's only his second year. Already almost sitting around on one more already. Not doing like my man Bo Bichette blowing it up right now, but he's just a great player. Defense, offense, he's just a great all-around player. So, I mean, his base tops is going for like 40, 45 bucks. So I figured, I mean, I didn't even look to see. I mean, this can't be going for less. I might keep it, might not. Just like the way it looks. Good looking card. Centering was great. Surface is good. Back centering is good. It's real easy to tell if you're getting whitening on these cards because it's discolored. You know, this different color, a little bit darker color. So just clean. I mean, as far as like tops, like paper cards, it's not really a lot of like QC issues, but boy, the chrome cards, man, oof, it's rough. And I didn't plan on sending any of these Bobby Woods in to get graded. I was like, I used to try to do that. Send people messages asking, you know, how's the surface on this card or anything. Now, if I want to buy a card, I still kind of send the same messages, but, you know, if it's listed as near mint or better, that's like a PSA 8. I mean, if you got surface issues on the cards or, you know, little hit here and there, I mean, it's still near mint or better, and that's what I just don't hardly post any cards I have any issues on. If I do, I put in the description. I just don't like people. I don't think people understand what near mint or better condition is. And it's just like if you're a seller, it can be a headache sometimes. That's why I'm just going to the point where if I can't grade it, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to, you know. So my man, speaking of the man who is lighting it up right now, I bought this, I don't know how long ago. Just been waiting to send it in. Probably isn't much more than about a $50 or $60 card right now. But this is PC all the way. This is Atomic Refractor. I think I paid $25 for this way back when he was slumping last year. And, of course, it gets a 10. Love me some Bo Bichette. My Bo Bichette collection has been expanding immensely. Got a pretty good collection going of him. I'm not sure. I know why I sent this in because anything with Josh Giddey's name sells on it. And this is obviously the retail blue. I looked at a couple of these. They're going for around the $50, $60 mark at the time. Surface was clean. Centering looked pretty good from what I could tell. I mean, I don't know. They got me for some edging. I don't know. The edges look good. And whenever you have black, you really got to pay attention to it. But, I mean, there might be some edging issues up there in the top left corner, but the corners are all sharp. I mean, this will just probably be listed for $20 and probably take 15. I mean, I did lose a little money on a few of the cards. There's the another card I shouldn't send in, just like the Josh Jung. You can tell the left to right's off. But this is a numbered card out of $2.99. I did pull this. So I knew it would 9 because it was clean. Corners are clean. Edges were clean. So I knew it was, and the center on the back is just fine. I knew it was going to be a 9. A little bit off top to bottom, but I mean, it's at $2.99. This is the black. You know, one of the better players to get out of the 2022 update. I pulled this bad boy. Got a 9. Not sure exactly what I'll list this card for, but I mean, I pulled it, so I'm only in. I mean, that money's already been, you know, I've already taken the hit for that, so shouldn't have sent this card in, but it is numbered. I mean, I think at midnight is definitely going to increase the value on this card, but for like cards that don't, just PSA 10s are 50, 60 bucks, and you paid anything for the card, you're probably going to break even, maybe in the hole a little bit, but we'll go ahead. I think I'm going to go and separate the 9s and the 10s here. Damn, those two blue Bobby Woods really disappointing. So, like 22 cards I sent in. 3 of them I shouldn't have sent in. The Shohei in this card and the Quan SPO pay for the submission. Well, I'll probably have to sell one other card. Just because eBay is going to take their 13% chunk. So we put 22 cards in. We got 12 were PSA 10s. I mean, pretty good in my personal opinion. ultra modern, it's pretty easy to tell, I think. I mean, the thing's got print lines, any blemishes, not centered, don't send it in. It's not going to tin. But if it's like, you know, I had a LaMelo card, it's like $300 card, it's probably going to 9. Small chance at a 10, yeah, it's going to increase the value. But when you don't got a lot of wiggle room on these cards, and a 10 to a 9 is crushing the value, and you're not going to get your money back, then you just got to weigh it. I mean, is what it is. Got me some good PC cards here. Love that Bobby Witt there. Love this Shohei, man. I might just keep this card. Beautiful card. I should have another submission coming back soon. I'm going to send one more in. I got to re-up. I mean, I know if you've watched everything, I'm going to re-up my membership whenever. I got some DeAndre Swift cards I'm going to send in. A few John Mechie cards number cards that I bought for Prism on the super cheap. But people are getting on the Mechie train, so I'm going to probably won't be buying any more of his cards. But I got a couple of them on the cheap. Going to send them in. Got some more baseball I want to send in. So, and some Jared Kelenic I'm going to send in because he's batting right around 300 right now. 7 dongs. He started off pretty hot. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that as well. Anyways, that's that. Overall, did well. 3 of the cards I shouldn't have sent in. And the crazy thing is the card I was worried about the most, yeah, got a 10 on it. But anyways, is what it is. You know, not perfect here. Done pretty well since I started. My first submission wasn't the best, but every other submission since then this is the worst gem rate I've had on the 5 other submissions. This other one I'm getting back has 6 cards from not vintage but like modern cards, like a couple 88 Bo Jacksons, the 90 score Bo Jackson baseball, 89 Barry Sanders score. So I'm looking, those are probably gonna be 8s or 9s. The Barry Sanders probably a 9, and it has a chance to tin because the centering's really well. Same with the Bo Jackson. One of them's got a shot. The other one's going to be an 8 or 9. Not really worried about that. I knew when I turned those in, I just want to get one of them slabbed up for myself. Maybe if one of them 10s, I'll probably sell it because they're still going. Bo Jackson's still selling for like $1,500. Same with the Barry Sanders. Maybe we'll see. But I'm not. The gem rate probably going to be about the same as this one. Not going to be knocking out of the park I did on some of the other ones where I got like, 90% or, 80% gem rate. But this is still pretty good. Almost 60%. So I can't complain with that. And 3 of the cards I shouldn't even have sent in. So if I'd have ticked those out, would have been over the 60% mark. But anyways, I'm going to quit talking. Thanks for watching. And we will catch you in the next one. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it'll be in the description. Late stick.